Greetings, gamers. Hoser here for Hoser House Rules. Welcome back. I'm sporting my do-it-yourself Corona crew cut, or more like a shave. But anyway, welcome back. Again, I just want to promote Shangwaya, Meandering Mike, and Solo Adventures with Livy. I'm a subscriber, and check him out if you get a chance. So, where are we? The A team was able to finish the caves of the Kobold slave masters. But let me point out a couple things about that. One, the caves of the Kobold slave masters is a 3-chapter adventure. We just did the dungeon crawl. There are 2 fights after that. And if you save Elvin, he's a warrior with a +1 sword. I'm going to make him 2nd level. With a +1 sword, and the +1 sword is only good against undead and demonic forces, which you're going to be meeting in chapters 2 and 3. So if you get a chance, do chapters 2 and 3. They're short. So also from the caves, we picked up Rika, a new sidekick goblin, and I decided to make him part of the White Company. And then I was thinking, what's the best way to make a goblin a player character? And the easy answer is make him a rogue, right? Rogue only has 4 hit points, a 1st level rogue, 4 hit points. He's +1 defense because he's shifty, right? He's agile. Goblins would naturally be good with locks, picks, and little things like that. Traps. So I made him a rogue. We burned 10 experience points to go from 0 level to 1st level. Remember, my character started at 0 level. Burned 10 experience points for him, and he rolled a 3. So now he's 1st level rogue goblin with the White Company. So what normally would have happened is the White Company would have gone back to Nulb, which is just a couple hours away, and they would recuperate, and we would go on to the next mission. But I found Layers, Dens, and Burrows by Andres Sfiligoy. Layers, Dens, and Burrows. Now what this is it has 9 different very small dungeons. 9 different little dungeons. And you generate them randomly. Some could have 7 rooms, some could have 8 rooms, including corridors. And then you go through them. But all after the first one have a theme. The first one is just called On Our Way Home. But the second one is the Lair of the Gray Orcs. The third one is the Nest of the Manticore, and so on. They all have a theme, and they bring up new minions and new vermins and new bosses. So you can get lots of additional types of monsters by going through Layers, Dens, and Burrows. So I decided to do that on our way home. So on our way home, before we got to Nulb, we found this little dungeon. Actually, it found us. And the catch is we haven't gotten home, we haven't recuperated, so any spells already used are used. Any hit points that you're carrying. And so you're not fully restored. Now, I'm going to say it wouldn't make any sense because the main quest line for which they will get 10 experience points in the Caves of the Kobolds was to rescue Elvin. It wouldn't make any sense that it would stop by to do a random dungeon instead of getting Elvin home first to Nulb, nice and safe, getting their 10 experience points and their 50 gold reward from the mayor or whatever, and then go back to the dungeon. But I'm going to say the dungeon found them. That is to say, they fell down a trap. They fell down, some sink area, some well, some just a trap. And now they're at the bottom. They got no rope. They can't get out. And the only way through is through this 7-room dungeon. And I like the orcish stuff so much, the gray orcish stuff so much, I'm not going to make it just random. I'm going to incorporate all the orc stuff from the second chapter in Layers and Dens and Burrows into the first chapter. So this layer today will be orcish. And we'll be seeing the new vermin, minions, and bosses that come with the gray orcs. So that's about it. We got our 6-man team. Remember though, Elvin is tortured, beat up. He has his +1 sword, which is useless. He can't fight. He has no armor. He has no shield. He's at half health, half life. He has 4 hit points. So they have 2 quests now. Quest number 1, get through the small dungeon of Gray Orcs. Quest number 2, still trying to save Elvin and get him back to Nulb. So, with that, let's take it to the table. All right, welcome back. So, we got Catfile, we got Bob the Warrior, we got Ted the Barbarian, Nimiel the Elf, she has 1 spell, and we got Rika the Rogue Goblin. Normally 4 hit points, but only 3 right now. Most of them have like 1 or 2 hit points already. And this is going to be Elvin. He doesn't have armor, he doesn't have weapons, and he is pretty tired from being abused. So, I'm not going to make this, I'm going to save time by not rolling up a 7-room dungeon. It's going to be room, corridor, room, corridor, room, corridor, room. And I'm just going to put the final boss in the last room. So, if you want to place your characters on the starting area, we will go to the first room. And I'm going to make this semi-not random. I kind of have an idea how I want to show off all the orcish stuff. And so you enter the first room, and you see a fire towards the center of the room, and you see this orc, well, it looks like an orc shaman. And he looks pretty dejected. He looks pretty sad. He's kind of sitting there talking to himself. And he certainly seems like the kind of guy who might be open to rolling for a reaction, getting some kind of positive non-combat reaction from him, or you can just attack him.
No, he looks dead. Excuse me, did you also fall down this hole?
Hey, who you?
My name is Ted. I am on my way back from dealing with some evil people, and we fell into this sinkhole, and we're trying to get out.
Okay, well, I give you 2 choices. You do quests for me, or you give me 50 gold so I can get out of here.
If we do the quest for you, will we also be able to leave with you? Or get out of here?
Uglak, big boss, fire me.
Okay.
He likes other shaman better.
Okay.
So you can bring back the head of other shaman, or you can bring back the head of Uglak.
Okay, so you're looking for reinstatement and potential promotion.
Yeah. Want to be in charge again. So,
yeah.
Of my flock, I am shaman. So, you bring me either head, or you give me 50 gold. I know secret way out, and I don't tell you. I get my head or my gold, I'm gone.
Yeah, we'll get the head. We're better at killing things for money than giving away money. So, yeah.
Okay, you bring back here. I'll be here.
All right.
All right. So the next is a corridor, and put it this way. And there's definitely going to be something in it. Well, I'll roll, but very likely. Yes. And go ahead and put yourselves at the entrance. If you need to flatten it out, you can do that. And at the other end, you see 8 small orcs. They're not fully grown orcs, they're orclings. And because they're orclings, they don't have fully grown weapons, so they're -1 on attacks. 2 of them have bows, which are also -1 on attack. And I don't think they want to negotiate. By the way, the whole layers and tunnels uses the HCL concept, highest character level concept. So it's good for all character levels. For example, if you're rolling for, say, minion, it'll say roll a d6 plus HCL, which in our case is 2, second level. So it's good for all levels. And so we have 2 new types of things here. We have orclings and orclings with bows. And you may roll for initiative.
Got a 3.
I have initiative. So they're going to rush up. And these 2 are just kind of going to hang back and shoot. And we're going to shoot straight ahead. So they're shooting Nimiel, which is a miss. And they're shooting Ted, which Ted takes 1 point. Obviously, these are actually vermin, not minions. In the gray orcs, there's 3 types of vermins. They don't really specify new minions, so for minions, I just use orcs with defensive 4. These guys have defensive 3, no treasure, and -1 morale. Your turn.
Nimnia will shoot back at the orcling that shot at her, but miss.
And, oh, there's somebody in front of her. Yay! She doesn't hit anybody in the back.
And, let's see. Ted is angry that he got shot, so he's going to just sort of charge up and try to cut a swath through these Nimwings. That will be a 6.
A 6 will kill 2.
And then Bob will run sort of to close the gap and try to work on the back line, I guess. I'll go for this guy. And that'll be a 5.
5 will take 1 out. Your choice.
I'll go with that one.
Okay.
And then Brother Catfile will run up and just try to bonk one on the head. That'll only be a 3.
That is a 3.
All right, it'll be their turn.
Yeah, they're -1 morale, so let's see if they run. That's a 3. 4 turns into a 3, so they bail. And they have no treasure, and you didn't kill the bowman, but I could tell you the weapons from the orclings are trash and useless. And I think I forgot to do -1 attacks on them. But the bows, the short bows from the orclings are valuable, and obviously they'd be -1 bows, only like maybe smaller people could use them, but they're each worth 5 gold if you manage to secure some orcling bows. All right, so that is the passageway.
Ted will say, I'm not sure if this gentleman will have much of a flock left by the time we're done, but that's okay.
All right, and let's move that back. All right, and you go into the second room, where you see a different shaman. He's facing away from you. He's on an altar. He's facing away from you. And he's preaching to a bunch of orclings and orcs. So these are orcs here, who seem very intent on paying attention to what he is saying. And you have the initiative. Would you like to talk to him, or would you like to attack?
I don't know. Ted is a man of his word. And Ted said that he would bring the head of this shaman to the other shaman. So Ted will just attack.
Very good. Okay. Your turn.
Alright. Nimniel will just take a shot at that orc there.
And orcs are 4. I think she's +1, so that goes down.
Bob will just come and kill this poor child over here. About 5 to hit that one.
Yeah, he's a 3.
Ted will run up behind this gentleman and try to take his head off with one fell swoop. The 6 to hit.
A 6 hits and does a point of damage to the shaman. However, as you hit him, you feel this power emanate from the shaman, this very scary power emanate from the shaman, and you have to take a saving throw, a level 5 saving throw versus smart.
Nope. Ted will fail that.
So every time, so the cool thing about the shaman is, every time you hit the shaman, every point you do into the shaman, if you don't make a save, you get a curse. And your curse is shaky fingers. You might want to write that on the side somewhere. The character gets -2 in all attempts to disarm, traps, or solve puzzle boxes until a blessing removes the condition. So not very bad, since it only affects traps, but you're -2 on traps.
Ted usually kicks those anyway, so.
Right. Continuing with your party.
Catfile will just sort of shore up this flank. And Rika's not too smart, so Rika's just going to try to backstab this.
Okay, so he's -1, but +1 for backstabbing, so he's straight up and he's a 5. And he explodes! Rika, his first about 11! So, takes 2 points off the shaman, but Rika needs to make 2 level 5 saving throws, and no, Rika gets 2 curses. Rika gets cosmetic change. His skin is covered in ugly blisters and warts, and would make him -2 on social interactions.
Rika probably is not overly
Until
social.
you get blessed? Yeah, he's playing out the... You never know, he might be very attractive amongst goblins. And he also gets thunderous intestines. The character receives a permanent -1 on all social interactions because his intestines are thundering. And he's making loud noises from his behind. So that's 3 curses so far on the party.
All right. That will be my go.
All right. So the shaman is just going to turn around and let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, attack Rika. And that hits Rika. What's Rika's defense?
Rika's defense is 5.
So it should be 4 or 5. Right. So this guy's +2. So no, he misses Rika. And these guys are close to breaking. If it wasn't for the shaman being here, he will take a shot at Bob, missing. The orc will come up and attack Bob. Missing. This orc ling will attack. First, I'll shoot Catfile with a 4. I mean,
Yeah, with a -1 that'll miss.
yeah, that'll miss. And this guy's also -1. He'll attack Catfile with a 0. Your turn.
All right. Nimue, remembering that the bows on the bowlings are pretty valuable, will take a shot at this one.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, 6 to hit.
And we'll put his figure there so you can loot his bow.
Bob will take a swing.
He's a 4.
Will miss. Yeah, Bob only +1.
Yeah.
Catfile will attack back. 4 to hit the youngling.
That's an orcling. Yeah.
Orcling. Ted does not like being cursed, so Ted will rage.
And you get 3 dice.
3 dice.
So 5.
So a
9. And that will kill the shaman. 2 more hits will kill the shaman. But Ted, in the shaman's dying words, gets thunderous intestines. So 2 of them are running around just farting up a storm. Anybody else on yours? I think Rika could.
Oh, yeah, I guess Rico will waddle over here and sort of jump in the back and miss that orc terribly.
Miss terribly.
Rika's sort of warty and farty now. So
yeah, warty. Okay, at this point they definitely break morale and run. So go ahead and roll 1 treasure +1. Okay, so that's going to be magical treasure. And go ahead and give Rika maybe the short bow. Because he would love to have a short bow so he could kind of stand in the back. And, okay, so roll for your magical treasure. 6. Okay, I think that's a big one. That one is... I'm trying to do this from memory. Oh, okay. It's going to be a book of spells. It has all 6 spells in it. That is to say, it could be used to learn all 6 spells.
Okay.
And to cast each spell once. So maybe you want to give that to Nimio.
I'm just sort of put in the
loot box. Remember, she's got she also has a staff of fireballs.
Book of Spells would be a good recruitment tool for the next time we want to get a wizard. Maybe it will remind them
not to die,
and it will encourage people to apply that are capable.
All right. So you go back, wandering back through the hallway is a 1, so you get back to the first room, and you have the head of the second shaman. So he's very happy.
Yeah,
he jumps around, and he offers to bless one of you, or heal 1 point.
He can bless Rika.
All right, you can erase the any curses he has, and
just one of them.
What's that?
Just one curse or both curses?
Both curses. One bless will erase all curses.
Little lotion for the skin, go up those warts, a little cleanse for his tummy, and he's all good to go.
Excellent. So the shaman takes his head, and he slips out a secret door, which you can't find after he leaves. So, moving on. You're back in the first room.
Right. This guy was supposed to get us out of here, but apparently you cannot trust forewarned orcs these days. We will head just continue back.
Okay, so you go to the...
Oh, we'll search this room.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, no. Here come the monsters.
Place your characters throughout the room. And it's going to be 5 orclings. No big deal. Come rushing through the door. And one with a bow. And I would say roll for initiative.
All right. 2.
You have initiative. You can go.
All right. Rico will just turn and shoot at the orcling with the bow.
Yep. He explodes.
So that'll be a 6 because it's -1.
Right. So he actually takes out 2 orclings. Apparently he's good with a bow.
Ooh. Might be magical bow. Catfire will just sort of move here. Nimio will just sort of try to shoot through this goblin at that goblin.
Okay.
So 4 to hit.
So which do you want to take out the one with the bow?
Yeah, we'll take out the one with the bow.
Okay, so there's another bow for you.
Bob will run up and attack this one. Bob will
skew.
And Ted will take out...
Massacre the last one.
Yes. He'll chop that one in half.
Alright, so you add another bow to your treasure. And they're worth 5 gold pieces. And you were searching the room, which you failed to find anything. So this is room number 2. So now we're going on to corridor number 2.
Okay. Yeah.
I think you could just leave that.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to roll for corridor number 2. And there's nothing in corridor number 2.
Yeah, we just cross it.
Right. So on you go to room number 3. And room number 3, you see a full-sized orc with a congregation of some orclings, real orcs, a couple of bowmen, and this is a boss. Now, I'm not keeping track of bosses, and I'm not rolling to see if this is the last boss, as you normally would in 4 Against Darkness, because I've already designated the final room as the last boss. This is the 3rd room, then there's a corridor, and then there's the final room. All right, so you have initiative.
All right. Rico will just step this way and try to shoot this little orcling. 5 on the dice, so 4 to hit.
Yep.
Nimue will just sort of do the same thing for this little orcling, but will miss.
Missing badly.
Ted will run up and challenge this orc to a duel, but he's not very patient, so he's just going to attack him while he's not looking. 6 to hit that guy.
And that does cause 1 point of damage.
Bob will sort of protect this flank, and Catfile will come and try to gunk this orc on the head. 4 to hit this orc.
Yep. 4 is a hit.
And that'll be my go.
All right. So the orc, this is actually called a Gray Orc Champion of Kra. Kra the Destroyer in this module is the orc god, and he is a champion of the of the god. So his morale is +2, and treasure is +1, but they value rubies over many things because they feel like rubies represent the eyes of Kra. So if you happen to get a gem, it'll be a ruby worth twice as much as normal. But in the meantime, he's going to attack Ted at +3. And he gets a 5.
That'll hit Ted.
I remember you do have bandages and heal spells left, but this orc is going to attack Catfile for a total miss, and these two orclings are going to attack Bob. 4 misses.
And then this one can shoot as well.
He'll shoot Nimiel for a 3.
Nope, Nimiel's a 4.
Your turn.
Alright. Nimiel will shoot back for a 4 this time.
So that'll be 2 bows. I think I took the other one off.
Somewhat here, I think.
Oh, yeah, there you are. 2 bows.
Catfile will try to smack this orc in front of him, but will miss. Rico will sort of strafe and try to shoot this orc boss. 3 will probably miss, though.
Yeah.
Bob will try to take these 2 younglings out. 4 to hit, so I'm assuming one of these goes down.
Yep.
And then Ted will swing valiantly at the orc boss again for an 8 to hit.
And 8 does damage. And at this point, the orc and orcling will run away. And I'm going to take a morale check for the champion, but he is +1, so on a 1 or a 2 he would run away. And he's going to stay and fight. So he's going to swing at Ted. And he is 8 points on Ted.
So it's 2 hits.
Ouch.
He's got a lot of hit points. He's alright.
Yeah, he's got a lot of hit points. It's your turn.
This one's up. And then Ted wants to take this guy on sort of one-on-one with a little help, but not too much help. So Bob is going to move back. Catfile will throw a heal on Ted for
5 points.
Bringing Ted almost back up to full.
Rika?
Yeah, Rika's going to start to... Well, Rika does take a shot. But we'll probably hit Ted.
Oh, looks like he hits Ted. I'm going to give you 50-50. He's not quite in line, so if you roll 4, 5, or 6, you miss Ted. Yeah, you miss Ted.
Just shoots off wildly. Maybe this bow isn't magical after all. But Ted will take his attack for a 9.
And that does another point on the orc champion.
Your turn.
All right, just attacking Ted. That is a 6.
I'll hit Ted. Alright.
And I think at this point, you're probably going to take him down. But anyway.
Rika will shoot at him. Ooh, 6.
Yeah, he explodes. It is magical. So it's a 7. So that does a point.
And then Ted with irritable bowels and shaky fingers will try to
explode.
Take his head off.
His butt and his weapon are exploding.
13.
13 will kill him.
Ted is gas powered.
Yes. He kills him with a smell. He kills the orc champion. And so I'm going to give you a treasure -1 for the orc and orclings, which is going to be 5 gold pieces.
All right.
And a treasure +1 for the 4 is going to be a gem. And it's going to be a gem worth 25 gold pieces, but it's double because it's a ruby, so it's a special ruby worth 50 gold pieces.
All right. I guess we will look for a way out of here.
So you have 1 corridor and 1 room left.
All right. We will make our way through the corridor.
All right. So let's go ahead and put down the corridor. And go ahead and put yourselves anywhere you want on the corridor. And so you've seen the shaman. He has curses. You've seen the orc champion. You've seen the orclings with lousy weapons and the orclings with bows. But now you're going to see something else. So go ahead and move once. And out of the holes in the wall come lair rats. These are orc lair rats. So there's going to be 2 here. 1 here. 1 here. That's 4. 2 back here. 1 here. And 1 here. So the cool thing about lair rats is they're -1 morale, they don't have any treasure, but if a lair rat gets you down to 1 hit point, you will die of infection. Now in the game it pretty much says that you will die, you must make a saving throw or die of infection immediately. I would say that if you don't make the saving throw, you still have some time after the fight to get a bandage or a healing spell or a bless to get rid of the infection. But if they do get you down to 1, you take a saving throw versus tough, or you will be dying of infection very quickly. And I'm going to split the initiative because it could go either way, and if you get it, it's kind of pointless. So I'm gonna have these guys attack, but the guys in the back, you'll go before them.
Okay.
1 attack on Ted is a hit.
Yep. Ted gets bit.
1 attack on Bob is a fail. 2 attacks on Catfile. Catfile is 5, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they fail. And it's your turn.
All right. Ted will swing back. Oh, that's a 1. He's gonna miss. He sort of is a little skeeved out by rats. Bob's gonna try to step up and also miss.
Oh, that's a 1. Uh-oh.
1s are infectious. Catfile's gonna show him how it's done though, and bop one of the rats.
These are that actually gets 2 because these guys are only defense 2.
Rika likes rats, and Rika is going to try to eat one. 5. So Rika will...
it's a 4, so
4,
he will.
Yeah.
He can go ahead and kill 2.
Rika will gorge. Gorge on some rats. Rat tails out of Rika's mouth.
Yep.
Elvin was going to attack a rat, but now that there's not a rat on him, he's not too concerned about things.
Right.
So Nimue is going to just sort of pull out her sword or dagger and just start to kick and try to...
And she explodes.
And she
which is plenty for 2.
murders the rats real good.
All right, so just some rats left in the front. 1 on Bob is a hit.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 on Ted is a hit.
Good thing Ted got healed.
Good thing Ted got healed, otherwise he'd be dying of infection. And you can cross up the heal spell, but it's... You gotta put little circles there, but... yeah, but I don't think you...
Ted and Bob are going to attack back. Ted still...
afraid of rats.
Afraid of rats and, like, shaky hands.
But Bob's a 4.
Bob's a 4, yeah.
All right, so he takes out 2 rats.
Bob will get it done where Ted cannot.
Ted just likes to fight big things.
Ted's there's no honor in murdering rats, so Ted's heart's not really in it.
All right, so you recorded the 2 short posts from the last room?
Yeah.
All right, so we go to the final room, room number 4, with the final boss. And this is going to be the third of the 3 bosses that come from the Gray Orcs. And this is called a Gray Orc Battle Lord. He's going to be +4 to hit. He's going to have 7 life, 6 defense. It's like a final boss. He uses a 2-handed axe, battle axe, so inflicts 2 points of damage per hit. Any shielded character may sacrifice his shield to reduce the damage to 1. And there will be 3 treasure rolls at +1.
Pretty loaded orc.
Or you can try to roll for a reaction.
I'll try to roll for a reaction.
Are you crazy? Okay, let me set up the room first. So here is our Battle Lord. And again, I'm going to add some orclings, some orcs, a couple of guys with bows, and I'm going to add 2 more orclings. No, 2 more orcs. So 1 orc over here, and there's 1 orc standing right in front of you. So you can get set up in the starting area and tell me what you want. You can attack with initiative, or you can try to get a reaction from the Gray Orc Battle Lord.
Yeah, Bob will just say, hey, my friend Ted here just is trying to use the bathroom. We're just trying to leave. We don't have any problem with you, I don't think. We already killed one of your shamans for your other shaman. You seem to have a lot of internal politics going on at the moment that we really are just not interested in. So if we just sort of back off and show us the way out, you can go about your day.
All right. You can roll for the reaction, and you want to roll low.
Oh, 6 is not good.
All right. He says, kill them all. We will fight to the death. Intruders, slaughter them.
I was like, not what I was hoping for, but all right.
Okay, so this guy is going to attack. I'm going to do shooting first. 1 at Catfile is a miss. Another shot at Ted, yes, and that is a miss. The orc comes up to Bob. And I think a 4 misses Bob.
4 misses Bob.
The orcling is going to come around the side, maybe +1 on Catfile. And that is a 4, because +1 -1, so that's a miss. And this orc is going to come around and attack Rika.
Hit Rika.
And 1 hit for Rika. And the Battle Lord is going to come right up to Ted.
Ted's like, you get me. Hit Ted real good in the face.
Yeah. So that's an 8.
It's 8, so it hit Ted twice.
And he takes... No, so then he takes 3 damage. Yeah, right. Because the regular shot is 2 and double. And this orc is going to run up here, and this orc is going to run up here. And it is your turn. Remember, you got a fireball staff, you got a sleep spell, you got 2 potions of healing, you
got Catfile will just sort of turn and try to take this guy out.
Sure.
This little youngling. And will explode, but I don't know if anyone's close enough. So he'll have a 10 altogether.
Alright, so that's 3 here, and 6 more, so you can get that one or that one.
I'll go over here.
Okay, so that one's gone.
And that will give him away a little breathing room to move out and shoot this one.
Yeah, he's a 3. So there's a bow for you.
Rico will just spend the turn turning his magical bow into a dagger.
He has a short sword and 2 daggers.
Short sword. Bob will try to take this guy out in front of him.
And he explodes.
So 9.
9, right? So this guy's a 4, which leaves you 5, which is not enough to put a point on the Battle Lord.
But then Ted will attack this orc in front of him. That is also a 9. So just 1 point to the orc lord.
1 point to the Battle Lord. Okay, is that it, everybody?
Yep.
Well, a lot of my guys are dead, but they're fighting to the death. So, an attack on Rika in the back there.
I'll hit Rika.
1 point for Rika. This guy is going to go fight somebody else because I think I'm kind of outnumbered at this point. And he's going to attack Catfile. And miss. 1 bow shot at Bob. Miss. And this goblin who did nothing is going to come up here. But that's too far for him to attack. Your turn.
We got your...
Oh, and my main guy is on Ted. Whew. Total fail.
All right. Rico will take a stab at this one. Oh, that's only a 3, though. So I don't think that'll hit.
Yeah, but he... Remember, we have the backstab rule.
So yeah, we can sort of tumble back.
Yeah, so you can sort of being a since you outnumber them now. Yeah, so that's a force that takes him out.
Nimio will try to give Catfile a little breathing room, but we'll shoot Catfile in the back instead.
Yep, 1 point for Catfile.
Catfile will look at Ted and how hurt he is, and we'll try to throw a heal out. Last heal onto Ted for only 2 points.
Ouch. Ted's in trouble. You do have 2 healing potions and bandages, but
Bob will attack
the Battle Lord.
Attack the Battle Lord. For 3 will miss. And then Ted will attack the Battle Lord
for 6. That'll do a point.
And then that'll be... There we go.
All right. This Orcling is seeing this wounded man in the back. I'm going to say on a 1 or 2, he's going to go after Elvin. He's vicious! And he's going after Elvin. And Elvin is defenseless. So he attacks -1. But still hits Elvin for 1 point. It's down to 3. The Orc is going to attack Brother Catfile for 1 point. And the Battle Lord is going to attack Ted. This could be bad for Ted. So that is an 8.
Got 3 more points.
3 more points. This guy's dead.
Alright.
You could try to, withdraw. I mean, Ted anyway. Your turn.
Yeah. Catfile will smack this guy in front of him. That's a 1. That'll miss. Rika will protect Elvin.
Elvin, yeah.
And miss. Well, 3 hits, right?
Yep, 3 will take him out. Well, he's,
he's
minus
-1,
1 plus
so,
1,
yeah,
so
so-
yeah.
Anyway, we'll try to get this one off of cat file, and finally,
Yep, good shot.
Bob will attack the Orc Lord and miss horribly.
Uh-oh.
Ted,
Might want to take a couple steps back. He unfortunately already used his rage.
yeah. Ted will try to withdraw.
If you want to withdraw, you probably need to withdraw between a couple of friends, so his line of advance is
here?
maybe 1 more hex blocked by other people, so he can't, because he's definitely focused on Ted.
Okay.
All right, my turn.
Yep.
1 shot at Brother Catfile is a hit, and the Battle Lord will attack Bob and miss badly. Your turn.
All right. Rico will try to.
And my Orcling is gonna try to kill. No, miss badly.
Rico will also miss horribly. Catfile is also super hurt. Let's see. He has a. Bless is +1. Well, how does Bless work?
It's automatic.
What do you mean, like, what's it do?
It removes any condition, or like if you're
Okay.
any condition.
Catfile will just give Ted a healing potion.
Okay.
So I'll have 1. The healing potion is how many points?
A healing potion gets you back to full health.
All right.
According to the rules. Or we could do D6 + 2. But according to the rules, it's full health. So he's drinking. So did she shoot?
No, she's gonna
Yeah.
move out of the crowded way and shoot at that guy.
And there's 2 bows for you.
And then Bob will take a shot. Oh, and explode.
Bob explodes for a 7. 8,
8,
right?
but it's still just 1 point, I think.
It's 1 point.
And that'll be
This guy's tough.
Bob's go.
All right. The Orcling is still trying to kill Elvin, and nobody's helping Elvin.
Rika's trying to help Elvin.
Okay, Elvin's down to, I think, 1 point.
That was the second hit, so he's down to 2.
Down to 2. Yeah, Rika's trying to help. And the enraged Battle Lord. He wants Ted. On a 1 or a 2, he's going to go after Ted and take an opportunity attack. No, he's just going to fight Bob. So, he fails. He rolls a 1. He fumbles.
Rika, don't take inspiration from that. Oh, Rika will still miss. Catfile, seeing Rika struggle, will come here and take a swing at this guy. And just utterly murder him.
Now, go ahead and do the explosion because you're within 3 hexes of the Battle Lord. So that's a 9, 10.
10, yeah.
So that takes 3. So you can move up to 3 more and put 7 on him, and that takes another point off the Battle Lord.
All right. Emily's just gonna sort of get into position. Bob will attack the Battle Lord and explode again. For 11.
11. Yeah, that's 1 more on the Battle Lord. Does Ted need a turn to drink it? Or did he drink it last turn?
He drank it last turn.
Okay.
Ted will run up.
A 9 plus...
That's just 9.
9. Okay, so the Battle Lord is down to 1 hit point. Anybody else?
Nope, that's everybody, I think. Yep, that's everybody.
Okay, I have nobody, but he's fighting to the death, and I didn't get a chance to kill Elvin. So of course, the Battle Lord is going to face Ted, and the Battle Lord is going to explode now and kill him.
Ted's back up.
He can explode enough.
That's true. I guess he can explode indefinitely.
9 points on Ted.
That will be 3 points of damage to Ted, though.
No. His defense is 4.
Yeah, right. So it's 2 plus 1 because he does know.
Oh yeah. He does 2 hits.
Rika is gonna try to kill Steel and run up and backstab. But 4 I don't think hits.
Nope.
We'll go with Bob needs some gory, so we'll try with Bob again. 4 I don't think hits though.
No. 6.
Ted will
explode.
And
12.
15.
15. Down goes the Battle Lord in an exciting finish. But let's face it, Ted, you had to get some magic, and you know what? We couldn't have done that.
The orcs couldn't have done that?
Ted couldn't have done that.
Oh, that's right. Well, healing potions don't work with Ted either?
That's magic.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Ted
heals.
the Barbarian.
That's right.
He could take heals, but not healing potions.
Healing potions?
Huh.
Well, he would have, I mean, he didn't, he could, then he wouldn't have drank it. I guess he would have just ran in and...
Yeah, and finish the guy off. Okay. But we forgot that, folks. Barbarians cannot accept magic. They cannot use magic. Which brings us to the point that he is using a +1 magic 2-handed axe.
Oh, that is true as well.
Okay, so there's 2 goofs there. Barbarians can't take healing potions. Barbarians can't use 2-handed weapons, 2-handed magical weapons, any kind of magical weapons. So we're going to have to reshuffle the equipment a little bit. But a pretty exciting finish to our Gray Orc mini dungeon. A big fight there between the Warlord and Ted, who was obviously cheating in all kinds of ways that a Barbarian shouldn't. We're going to go ahead and do the 3+1 treasure rolls off camera and calculate the total experience and for the dungeon, for the whole dungeon, which we haven't been adding up. Should always just add that up all the time. And so loot and experience, and I think somebody else will get the roll probably for 2nd level. Until then, this is Hoser and Tim, and keep gaming.